I'm super excited to share this with you because this is one of my favorite products that I think anybody that's getting started can create. And I think that this one teaches you so much how to actually build a great product, make great money, and it really is something that can be a lot of fun. So this last one here, and I'm doing this to tease you to the end, but it really is the most critical one for success that I found out over the years. But we're gonna go through this, okay? So I'm gonna take you through, I've got 7 steps here that I'm gonna take you through. I've got a board over here that I use to hold my notes. It's a good idea to do. If you're doing this stuff, it's always nice to have a little bit of preparation. It just makes it flow better. So I'm gonna go through these 7 things, but this is a recurring income you can start selling today, even if you're brand new. That's what I love about this, okay? So if you're somebody that wants to sell their advice online, or you're a coach, a consultant, an expert, or just somebody that loves something a lot, and you know the ins and outs of it, or you want to know the ins and outs of it, this is the best program for you because it's going to allow you to be able to work from anywhere. It's going to allow you to be able to do pretty much whatever you want in terms of how you live and how you do things, but you can still earn that kind of money that you want to earn. That's the whole reason I got into this. And when I first got started in this, I was doing like done-for-you agency stuff, and because you may not know me. And what I did is I transferred from basically selling like physical products. We were doing like, business to business, and we were doing wholesaling physical products, to changing it over to then learning how to sell those things online. And then we had this video that had 1 million views, and we went from like $3,000 a month to like $60,000 a month in like 60 days. That gave me the breakthrough to understand, oh wow, this stuff is real and we can do this. And so I got out of that business, and I went to my journey of trying to figure out how to just do the internet. I figured out how to do the internet by just studying tons and tons of books and trial and error. And I honestly wish I would have got a mentor a lot sooner. And so, I did that. I started an agency. I did that for like 3 or 4 years, got out there in the field, actually learned how to do it. My first client was paying me $75 a week. And I would literally drive there, I would take the videos, take the pictures, come back home, edit it, put it on their social media, do it again. It was crazy, for $75 a week. But you know what? That was the best $75 a week because it showed me that I can go from nothing to starting to earn online in that way. Well, I got up to like 40 something clients, got that thing up to 20, 30 grand a month, and it was just killing me. I couldn't do it anymore. It's just literally, I didn't want to get a bunch of employees because I liked the solopreneur route, but yeah, I had, my girlfriend was helping me a little bit. I had another person help me a little bit, but it just killed me. It was just too much. So the next thing I did was learn how to transfer to courses. And I bought a course and learned how to do that. And I went from basically like, taking the agency and slowly shutting it down. It was like just trailing around 5 to 15 grand a month, just depending on, if I'd get a client while I was trying to learn how to do the course thing. And what I found out was people actually will buy your advice. And if you really create a great product and you work hard for them and you show them how to get from point A to point B, they really value that. And I learned about the power of having a community. I learned about the power of weekly calls. And I got that course business. One of my biggest months before the COVID thing happened, because I was working with martial arts business owners, I got it up to about 150 something thousand a month. So that was pretty cool. That let me know. And that happened in my first year. I did over $1 million in my first year. And then I basically started over again. I started Make Once. And that's the company that I have now, and I just teach people how to turn their advice or their knowledge into income and then create recurring income using, Skool communities and things like that. But this product here was one that I was at a Mastermind event, and the person giving the Mastermind was like, yeah, join my pocket coaching. And I was like, what is that? It was a cool sound. And I was like, pocket coaching, that's got a good ring to it. And I think she was charging $37 a month, and she had like thousands of people on this thing. And I was like, okay, if I had 1,000 people paying me $37 a month, that would be amazing. So I I started a pocket coaching that night. I literally was like, well, if this is all it is, then I'll start it today, because I can shoot somebody a video every day and I can give them a weekly call. I can give them a community and I can teach them everything I know about the internet business. So I started a pocket coaching. I charged $27 a month because I wanted to be able to say, for less than $1 a day, I'll send you one video a day that will help you and show you how to make money online doing, selling your knowledge and things like that. So that's what I found to be the best recurring income thing that you can start today. And the reason why is because it works kind of like a magazine subscription. The only cool thing is once you start it, the people that join, normally when you join a magazine subscription, you don't get all the past episodes or the past magazines. But in a pocket coaching, you do. And so, because you would save them inside of your Skool. I'm going to go over what this looks like. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. And if you have any questions, just go down and leave them down in the comments. And if you want any more information, I've got stuff in the description that'll help you. But I figured out there's really 7 core steps to make this happen. And with the pocket coaching, when somebody joins, they just start receiving a video from you every day. And so you would send them it doesn't matter the length, it's just, you're gonna take a part of what you do, like you're gonna take a piece out of what it is that you love. Maybe you love surfing, maybe you love art, maybe you love hunting, maybe you love makeup, maybe you love helping people organize stuff, maybe you like teaching people tech stuff. Maybe you want to teach people how to make money. Maybe you want to teach people how to get in shape. Maybe you want to teach people how to have their relationships in order and all of that stuff. It doesn't matter really what it is, as long as you can go out there and see on the internet that people actually want to know that stuff. And you can do a really simple search. You can just go to any of the social medias. You can go up to the search bar, and when you type something in the search bar, it'll bring up a bunch of auto-suggested stuff that people have already typed in. Well, if you see a bunch of your thing already being typed in, that's a pretty good indicator. And then if you type it in, maybe you you type in how to do content marketing. So if obviously that people want to know that, but I'm just saying you type something like that in, how to crochet or, whatever, how to sell your art or how to paint or how to do anything, right? You'll see there's tons of videos that come up. And so the thing that I want to stick into your mind and the thing that I want you to always think about, this is what caught my attention. I'm sure it would probably catch your attention too. But my whole thing was what if I could get 1,000 people to pay me $29 per month? Because that's $29,000 a month, right? That's insane. To be wealthy, to be considered ultra wealthy in the United States, I think the last time I looked, which was not too long ago, but you had to make $63,000 per month. Okay, so you're considered ultra wealthy. If you just had 1,000 people that enjoyed your pocket coaching, and I'm going to show you the whole thing here, but if you had 1,000 people, okay, you literally have to deliver. If you look at it, it's less than $1 a day, right? So if you really think about it, you have to deliver $1 worth of value each day in your video. And I know and you know that you could create a video each day that would be a lot more valuable than $1, right? Like this video right here could be a pocket coaching video. And so you just are going to take everything that is in your topic and your subject, and you're going to break it down for them, and you're going to show them how to do something. And this is a cool thing because it also can go to bigger things, right? I have a program that I'm launching. I'm launching a whole bunch of new stuff in May, but I start here and then I've got it up to $149 a month. You can do, $9.99 a month, right? As you give them more and as you solve more problems with it, it can scale and do more stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. So, starting here, especially if you're new, this is a great way to learn how to be on video, learn how to coach. I mean, look at this video. There's nothing fancy about this. There's no fancy edits. I'm just talking to you. All I have is a light. I got my phone over there on a tripod, and I've got this microphone on me so that you can hear me. And I've got a whiteboard, which is, the way I like to teach things. So, that's really all you need. I mean, I even like having just like a tripod like this, because this can just fit in my back pocket, and my mics, look at that. These are my mics. And just with that, I've got this like little bag that I use. Like when I go somewhere, this bag came with my cologne. You know how they give you something when you buy cologne? Look at that. I can put it in there, and I can put like one of these in there, because I could like take now that I've got the tripod in there, I've got everything in here, I can, draw on my thing, and that's, and I'll talk more about this here. But all right, so I just wanted to kind of give you the rundown on what that is, and I want you to know that it's something that you can completely do. Honestly, you just need your phone, okay? You just need your phone. You can literally do everything that you actually need to do to make this valuable and successful. You can do just with your phone, okay? So let's get into it. I hope you're excited about this, because when I heard this, I didn't, I've been in the online space for a while. So like, when you hear things, if you've already kind of know your way around it, you can put two and two together really quick. But if you're brand new, you may not be able to put two and two together real quick. So that's why I want to give you a little bit more in depth on this and help you figure it out. But it's called pocket coaching. And a lot of people, they have trouble with figuring out like what their message is, or what they're going to sell, or how they're going to sell it and all of that. But you're going to know how to do that here today. So the first question is just, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for, and why? This will get you your message, okay? So this will get you your message. This is such a great question to answer, because there's a lot of things like, what's my niche, or what am I going to sell, or how am I going to do this, or how am I going to do that? And if you just think about like, what do I want to be known for, and then why? And what I want to be known for is helping people like you learn how to make money using the internet. And I want to help people turn their advice into recurring income online, so they can live where they want, they can hang out with who they want to, they can, drive what they want, live in what they want, visit what they want, they can help people, they can make great money, way more than the average bear, excuse me, and they can, do what they want to do and have fun and help people. And I just love this, right? Because that's what I wanted. I wanted location freedom. I wanted to make a lot of money, because I could just do more things and life would be better with more money. And I wanted to teach people how to do this, because I love like tech stuff. I love teaching. I love learning things and synthesizing them down and making them easier for somebody else. And that's what I found that I would be the best for. And the reason why I want to be known for the money thing is because growing up, that was really the only fight that I had in my life with anybody. Like if I'd fight with my mom, or if I argued with somebody, or and I look at like most of the low points in my life, and it was just a lack of money most of the time. And when there's a lack of money, then there's tensions and things that happen that just wouldn't have happened if there was money in your life. And so that's why I really wanted to squash that bug. And then, when I was working with my business partner, my friend at that time, when we did the other business, the thing it was like we had a physical product. So you had to have a warehouse, you had to worry about all this shipping stuff, the profits were less, it was just more headache and more things. And here with this, a digital thing, the profits are basically, whatever you pay Stripe, which is like 2%, plus 30 cents a transaction or whatever it is. So I was like, this is great. And I can, it was like no industry, like no matter what happened in the world, I could adjust to it. If new technology came out, if the tide changed, I could always learn the new thing, and then I could teach it to somebody. But in my case, it was being known for the money thing, right? And in your big markets out there that you want to pay attention to if you're going into this is, things that'll be here in 10 years from now and still matter. And, so health 10 years from now is going to matter. Your mindset, your relationships, that's going to matter. Money's going to matter. Learning how to use things. There's all this new stuff coming out and people don't even know how to use it.
There's people out there making, 7 figures teaching people how to use Excel, like the spreadsheet thing. I mean, I've seen the craziest things, horse ballet, teaching people how to teach their horses ballet, making $60,000-$70,000 a month. There's one guy, he just teaches gospel piano and keyboard, making like $40,000-$50,000 a month. And that sounds crazy, and it sounds like, and I would have said the same thing, but when you break it down like this, where you've got 1,000 people giving you $1 a day, those 1,000 people, they don't just stay at 1,000, they keep growing and going. And when I did the martial arts thing, I did this too. I was teaching martial arts business owners how to get students using the internet, because they were struggling with that. And that was when the whole COVID thing took me out, because they couldn't be together, and it was I had some that really did well, but it just wasn't enough to sustain. And I started this thing, it was $67 a month, and I got hundreds of people to do that. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This money kept coming in, and I just kept providing them with value each day. And when you coach each day, doing the pocket coaching, what's crazy is it really teaches you how to care about somebody and coach, because each day you've got to create something and send it to them. And you can do this from anywhere. You don't have to be in a studio. You could be sitting on a log in a park, with your piece of paper. And I actually prefer it that way. I like that. That's what I really love about this. So I'm just telling you, pick something that you want to be known for, and then why do you want to be known for that? What happened? I shared with you what I wanted to be known for, and then I shared, why. And as soon as you share why, then people can get into the how. If you try to talk about how to do something and people don't know why you're doing it, it's just not as valuable. It doesn't work as well, and they can't get behind it. But then at any time, somebody can ask you, what do you do? The elevator pitch. And what I like to always think about is I help these people to solve this problem with this type of solution. So this is the people you're helping, okay? So I help people that want to make money on the internet selling their advice to create a system and monthly recurring revenue and do the marketing. So I show them the whole thing, how to create the product, how to market the product. I teach them how to create that product. I teach them how to attract people to it, how to get them to convert into leads and then into sales. And then I show them how to make the product, and then how to keep making the product better and better and better so that people keep buying it and they share it, etc. And I do that with my Profit Loop, or Make Once Pro. I teach this Profit Loop model inside, but it's Make Once Pro, okay? You can learn about it down in the description, but this is what you want to figure out. I help this person to solve this problem with this solution, okay? So what do you want to be known for and why? That's step 1. And this, again, I'm sharing with you to create the pocket coaching product. It's a great product. The next thing is, what are going to be usually it's 5, you don't really want to go over 10. What are the 5 to 10 steps that people are going to take in your process? So in other words, you're going to get somebody from their current situation, we all have one of those, to their desired situation, and we all have one of those. What are the steps to get them across this gap, we call it? And this is going to be your success formula. Okay? So my success formula is my Profit Loop model. Okay? It's 10 steps. What is yours going to be? Just think about, and it doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be crazy. They just want it to work. They're not paying you for your time. They're not paying you for how hard you work. They're not paying you for how beautiful or not beautiful you are. They're not paying you for anything other than the result. They want the result. If you had a deadly illness and you had 30 minutes to live, and some snarling, ugly, troll from under the bridge came out and handed you the pill that would make it all go away instantly, you wouldn't care how snarling or weird that thing is that gave it to you. You would want the result. And it's the same thing here. So you don't have to overcomplicate this or make it something that it's not. It's just that. And if you can do that in less steps, that's even more valuable than a bunch of steps. I used to think in my first product that I built, I used to think like, oh, it'll be more valuable if I put all this stuff in there because they'll see all this stuff and be like, wow, that's what makes it valuable. But in reality, if you think about it, if you had like a bad tooth, would you pay the dentist more if it took longer to get the tooth fixed, or would you pay them more if they could do it faster and more painless? You see what I mean? So that's the same thing here. If you can get them across that gap faster, that's the way to do it. And memberships aren't about, you know, completing some course and then you leave. Some people will get into a membership program or a coaching program, and they'll just stay for a while and leave. But coaching is about mastery. It's about learning and growing. That's why they call it like a dental practice, because you're practicing, you're getting better. And when you surround yourself around the right people, and you surround yourself around people that are also excited about learning and growing, you just get there faster. You get there easier. It's more fun. It's just better. So that's what people are going to join you for. That's why they're going to, take this on with you. So what are your 5 steps? Just write them out, write them out. What do they do? Like, here's the first step, onboard them a little bit. Here's how the whole thing, give them like a big 30,000 foot view, and then show them the model, and then, take them through the steps and connect the dots for them, whatever that thing is, okay? Whatever it is. And then this is also what you're going to talk about and tell them about. And this becomes your marketing, because when you're marketing, you're just educating the marketplace, like I'm doing with you right now. I'm just educating you about this. You may see it and go, wow, this is cool. You may see it and go, not for me. So you just educate. That's what I'm doing. This is out on YouTube. I put this in my communities. I've got a free community. I put this video in so that they can watch it, and it gets them to decide, you know what, I think I want to join Mike's other program and go deeper on this and learn things. So whatever your steps are, those become the things that you start to market. You pluck these little things out right here, and then you do a video over this little thing here, and it becomes your marketing. And then you can keep doing that, and then you learn how to say something 1,000 different times. Like, I've taught this a lot, and I keep doing it different ways, and every time I do it, it's different in the way that I talk about it. Same steps, and some of them get more refined, but it's pretty much the same thing. I'm just saying it in a different way, and that's exactly what you would do as well. Okay, so the third thing here is what the tools that you actually need. I'm going to erase this, if you don't mind. That'll give us a little more space. This one here is, I just use Skool because Skool acts as my funnel. It acts as my email list. It acts as my way to basically get people to know, like, and trust me. Like, down in the description, I have a link to my free community. It's just called Make Once Free. And it's over at Skool, and I've even got like a pocket coaching free course in there. It's a free pocket coaching course in there. It's got tons of stuff in there. And I've also got a whole like onboarding thing that I do over there. All I'm trying to tell you is Skool is $99 a month, and then you can get a free trial of it, but it's $99 a month. And if you think about that, there's a lot of ways to get this to pay for itself. Number one, you could get 3 people to join Skool using your affiliate link with Skool, and then your Skool is free as long as they're a paying member, because you get 40% commission on this $99, which ends up being $39 a month that you get as long as that person stays a member of Skool. I've got hundreds of people that are doing this. So you think about like $39 a month, times hundreds of people, or eventually thousands, that's pretty wild, right? And since they build their business on it, they stick and stay. It's a very, very powerful affiliate program. But that's in addition to this. So you think about that. What if you start getting members to join Skool too, and now you got an additional $39 a month, but $68 a month per person? That starts to get pretty wild. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's something else to think about. So Skool, this has the community that you can put people in. It has a calendar, because you're going to need that because of the way we set this thing up. You also have the classroom where you can put your actual pocket coaching videos. And if you want to see an example of this, If you go to makeonce.com, you can click on the red button. It's completely free, but you can see how I did my pocket coaching. I have it in the free community. Just join, answer the questions, and you're in, no big deal, okay? You need Skool, because this becomes everything. This is your marketing platform. This is how you deliver the product. This is how you like do the coaching. It's all there. It's so nice because you don't have to worry about anything. It's all there. And then to get the payment, you use Stripe. So Stripe is how we collect the payment, and Stripe integrates with Skool, and or you can just create one-time payment links. I don't have the ability to get into all of that right now, but most of you won't even need me to explain this to you. You know, when you set up Stripe, it's free. You just pay per transaction. You just pay a percentage of every sale plus like 30 cents at the time of creating this. It's like 30 cents per transaction. It's nothing. Like, there's so much profit in digital products that you're glad. And they do a good job. The other thing that I use is Loom. And Loom, it allows you to record your screen. It allows you to record your face, your screen, and your voice all at once. So it's like the best recording thing ever. And what I use is like, I use this, you don't have to use this, but I'll put it on here. I use this program, I'll just put it over here, called Miro. And what's cool about Miro is just like it's like a digital drawing board. Like you can draw all over it, you can create slides, you can put pictures on it. Essentially, you can get your point across digitally. And so I would have Miro on my computer screen. I'd be recording my face with my webcam, and then I can record my voice through the computer, or it even has an app on the phone, Loom. And the moment I get done, you know, I do what I need to do, I teach whatever on the screen, and then when I get done, instantly I have a link. Instantly I have something I can just give to someone. And then it's hooked up with AI, so it automatically creates my title, and they're good titles. It creates a summary of the video. It like reads the whole video, listens to the whole thing, and creates an amazing like paragraph summary. It gives me the chapter markers. It even breaks down the video chapters of like, you don't have to do any of this. It's like amazing. You can copy those and stick them right into YouTube. It's crazy. And then it gives you the transcription. And you can edit the video right inside of it. And this is what's wild. This whole dang thing right here is $15 a month. So, you know, a sandwich in a bottle of water or something, right? So that's all that is, 15 bucks a month. So that's a piece of cake. And then I use Zoom because when people join my pocket coaching, I always find that it's so much more valuable if you give them like a live weekly private call. I've been doing this for ever, like over 7 years. Every week I give my members 2 live Q&A calls. I record them. I do them at 2 different times. And people love this. Like they can ask questions, they can share their screen. I can really work with them and coach them and help them get the result. Because if you do that with people, if you help them get the result, they go tell other people, and this 1,000 turns into 2,000 and, you know, and 3,000, and it's, you know, it's insane. So yeah, so we've got Skool, so 100 bucks. So let's look at this, $100, we'll call it. Loom, we'll just call it $20. Zoom, I think that's like another $30 maybe. And then what else was there? I don't think that was it. Yep. So that's it. So you figure 150 bucks for $150 a month, you can run a business and you can get thousands of people to pay you, you know, don't worry about this one. This is just if you do the affiliate thing, but let's say $29 a month, and you can always raise the price. So you think about that. If it's 30, if you get 5 members, that pays for this. Or if you get 3 people to join Skool, it pays for everything. It's like, you know, you see the value, like, and it's such a cool thing. Like, I can't stress enough how cool it is. And it's easy to talk about. It's easy to share with people. Hey, just join my pocket coaching. If you don't like it, Next month you can unsubscribe. You can cancel your subscription at any time. I mean, and what's wild is the things that are coming with Skool that they're going to be doing, you're going to be like so excited about. You're going to be so pumped about. They're just going to make it easier and easier for you. So it's a very, very, very low tech. You instantly have a product that you can start selling and that makes recurring income, because if you have a business that doesn't have recurring income, then you don't really have a business. You just have something that you can promote. But if you have something that's recurring income, making money while you're sleeping, while you're doing whatever you're doing, that's a business. But a lot of things like that typically take a lot of overhead, and they take a lot of, people to do this. You can literally do this by yourself, and you can get into ultra wealthy status in the United States. And what happens if you start building it now and you just stick with it? You don't keep jumping to shiny object, and then you literally, 3 years from now, you have, let's say, 3,000 people paying you $1 a day. That's $3,000 a day. Like, you're a millionaire. I mean, that's pretty awesome, don't you think? I mean, if you think that's cool, put like a flame and a money bag down in the comments. You know what I mean? Because when I seen that, I was just like, what? Like, it takes no time to create a video each day. It's actually really good for your brain too. You're like thinking, you're invigorated. I take the video, I shoot it on Loom. I don't have to do anything it's like the moment I get done shooting it, it's got a title, it's got a summary, it's got the transcription, it's got the chapters, it's got everything, and I have a link instantly that I can put inside of my Skool. People pay me $29 to be in the Skool. I have a community in there so they can work with each other. I can do a weekly Zoom with them, which is actually a lot of fun, and you're helping people. I've got a cool product that can change with the market and the changing times in the economy, so it's always relevant and valuable. And I can keep honing it in, and I can always add other things to it. Like, it's amazing, right? So that's all you need for this. And then, social media. Like, my favorite social media platform is hands down YouTube. You can do short form, you can do long form, you can do even posts. Pretty good. You can go live on it, and people go there for education. I post on TikTok too. I've got like a LinkedIn, I've got a TikTok, all these things, or an X account and all that stuff. But like, bar none, hands down, I feel like YouTube is just a great place. It's a video platform. It's a second largest search engine. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, and it's just a great place. But you do what you want. You find a place that works best for you. I'm just saying, it's, and it pays good too. Like, if you keep putting videos on YouTube every day, then, eventually you'll get to a place where you're starting to earn money from the people just watching your stuff, which I don't, rely on that or anything, but it's nice. It's just extra stuff. Okay, so again, the price that I would go with if I was you and starting, I would say $29 a month, because you can say, it's less than $1 a day. And I think that that's a pretty cool thing to say. And it takes pressure off of you, because you have to deliver more than $1 worth of value. I try to deliver $10 worth of value. Like, you want to do 10x of like what they're paying you. In my mind, I try to do that. I mean, if you're finding value out of this, like, hit the like button or something, because, and if you're not, tell me why you don't like this, but like, this is a free video that I'm giving you. Imagine what the paid stuff's like, right? It's like, I try to deliver as much value as I possibly can, In the paid stuff, I just get into the super nitty gritty where I'm like literally on the screen, I'm like showing you how to hook everything, So $29 a month, easy price. Things that end, you can Google this, but things that end with a 9 tend to convert like 3 to 4% better. I don't know, but I just like it because it's less than $1 a day, 30, 31 days in a month. Okay. So super cool. And then, the fact that you also can do, the affiliate thing with Skool, and there's other things that you can affiliate with that, you can get even more affiliate money. It becomes a lot of streams of like recurring income coming in. It's super cool. Okay. Number 5, how do you create this stuff? Like, what do you do, right? Well, after you write out your success formula, you can go live, You can do long form videos, and then you can do short form videos. And that's pretty much what it is. So this is a long video, obviously, but I could create a short version of this. I could go over this real quick and create a short version. And I could even go live about this. So, that's cool. And that's what you do. You go out there and you educate people, and you make it a habit, like brushing your teeth or something, every day at, let's say this time or whatever. So I always say, you need to figure out your clock. The clock is broken down into these pieces, right? And when are you going to do your content? When are you going to do your pocket coaching? When are you going to share? When are you going to do your Zoom? Just pick those times, and then that's when you do it, right? It doesn't have to be any harder than that. Number 6, you're just going to deliver as far as what you're giving them, and you can name it whatever you want. You can even call it pocket coaching. It doesn't matter. You're just going to give them one video a day, and I would use Loom if it were me. I mean, it's the simplest, lowest tech, and it's just really great. One video a day you're giving them. You're coaching them. You're literally coaching them. I'm kind of like coaching you now. I'm kind of coaching you through this, but when you do the pocket coaching, you get even more into it. You dive deep, right? And what else is really cool about this is like a side bonus. After a month, you've got 30 videos in there. So what do you think can happen with that? Well, number 1, you can look at all the videos and you can see which ones really took off, because you can see how many views they got and engagement and things like that. And it kind of tells you what to keep doing, right? You do more of what works. And so you can see that inside there. You can see, oh man, geez, they really went crazy off of this one. And you also have this packet now of videos that you could turn into a course and sell for, $500 or whatever, right? And by looking at that, you've also worked out your message. You've worked out what you want to teach and how you can teach it better. And then you could go create a bigger, more extensive program, and you could charge more. And you could charge, $129 a month or so. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very valuable. It's giving you this extra thing that you can always bundle together, or you could sell a bundle of them together as hey, join for free. You could give one of those away for free as a way to get them into your school, so you could get a lead, and then show them that you can actually help them by actually helping them. Usually works. Okay, and then you're going to go live weekly. I would pick one day each week that you like and go live. I like to do 2 and you do this on Zoom. It's just they go register. You create a thing in Zoom, a meeting, and they can register for it and get on it. I like this because, number 1, I can get the pulse of the market. I can feel what the market wants, and I can talk to them and really get in there and coach them. And it's valuable. If you talk to somebody that's already been where you want to be, or it's already been where you're trying to get to, and they can turn around and be like, don't step there, I wouldn't do that, here's what messed me up, or whatever. You avoid a lot of pain and agony. It's going to save you a ton of time and money, because you're not going to make those mistakes. It'll be way more fun because you can just go. And it's pretty obvious why it's better to talk to somebody that's already been there. It's why books are so powerful. It's why courses and training is so powerful, because you can take the 15 years of my mess ups and failures and different things that I've done and bypass all that and have it happen fast. We've got people in my Make Once Pro program, in their first month, they're making over 10 grand, right? Because I have one call with them, and it's it's crazy and it clicks, So anyway, pretty cool. But that's what you're doing. And then when I record these and I put them inside of my Skool afterwards, and I just say, here's the recording, okay? So that's that. And this last one, the most critical one here, thank you for staying around. I hope you've learned a lot. If you have, let me know down in the comments what your biggest takeaway was from this. But this one is so critical, and it's not going to be what you think. But this one, if you're not doing this, it is really going to, it's just not going to be the same and feel as good. And people will it won't be it won't be what people really want, because this is what people really want in life. And I think you're really going to like it. You need to have fun. You need to have fun, because when you're having fun, think about it. When you're learning something, do you want it to be boring or do you want it to be fun? Do you want it to be like long as crap or short? Do you want it to be like with some energy and some like lightheartedness, or do you want it to be like drudge? Pretty simple, right? So you just need to have fun. Like, I have fun sharing this with you, but it's a topic that I really like. I'm not just doing this because it makes money. I was doing this when I wasn't making money. So it's important that you find something that you really like. And just remember, you don't need millions of people. You don't need hundreds of thousands of people. You don't need tens of thousands of people. If you just have 1,000 people that pay you $1 a day, your entire life will change.